screen because it is time for a look at our today's special value. Oh, snap! That beautiful crisp juiciness of the Granny Smith apple, and then all of the goodness on the outside. We have for you as our today's special value something that already 67,000 people have said absolutely yes. That mouth-watering flavor reminds you of caramel in the air as you're walking through the fair and eating on that caramel apple, and you can smell the cotton candy and you hear the screams from the rides. This is Mrs. Prindable's, and for like the 6th year in a row, we're keeping our today's special value under 50. And this is a regular size. This is the single, solo size of a Mrs. Prindable's caramel apple. These are the large. We're gonna give you a large apple and a beautiful gift box, and it will be under $5 for 10 different individual gifts. You're gonna get 2 flavor profiles. You've got 5 of the chocolate toffee, and the 2 flavors are the best sellers, and then more gourmet ingredients. So chocolate toffee, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with 5 gift boxes that are die cut, beautifully done, and then triple chocolate, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with the die cut gift boxes all coming with you. No choice at all when it comes to the flavors. All the flavors are going to come your way. The 2 flavors, all the gift boxes coming your way. All you're doing is choosing your ship week. So let's talk about ship weeks because it's super easy. You're deciding, do I want this to come to my house on 11/18 just in time for Thanksgiving? Or do I want it to come to my house on 12/2 as we go into those early holiday parties? Do I want it 12/9? We're getting closer to the date. Or 12/16? That is for Christmas all the way through New Year's. That's the most popular, 12/16. And auto delivery means that you'll lock in this price, the 10 apples, the 10 gift boxes, and you'll receive that in April, so just in time for Easter. So what you're receiving is 2 of the gourmet flavors, 10 gift boxes, 5 different gift box prints. Your item number is going to be M64581. I'm going to welcome in my guest, Lori Shore.
Rachel,
nice to see you.
So good to be here.
I can't wait to eat. I asked for you to be cutting as we came in because I'm going to take a bite. I'm always doing gourmet holiday shows with Alberti. Mrs. Prindable's is a fixture and certainly a holiday kind of tradition for many of us.
Yeah.
And if it's a holiday tradition for you, please call us. We're at 1-800-395-1601. We'd love to hear your story. Mrs. Prindable's has been making gourmet caramel apples for years and years. You've been coming here for 10 years.
For 10 years, almost 10 years now. Yeah, and this is the one today's special value of the entire year.
Wow.
So what that means is, of all the times you're going to see these apples, me, on this air on QVC, we believe this is the day that we've got probably the best offer, the best flavors, and the best packaging.
It's under $50, which means this is about $5 a gift. Put it on our 6 easy payments of $833 and free shipping and handling. Now, Miss Lori, we've got 2 of the best flavors that we've actually added more gourmet deliciousness to. Shall we start here with the chocolate toffee?
Yeah, we just wanted to make sure we had tried and true flavors, but we took it to the next level. Let me lift up this top row here. So this is an incredible classic combination of flavors. Milk chocolate chips and Heath toffee, right? Well, now, today for the first time, the first step is we dunk it into slightly salted caramel, and then we top it with those classic ingredients. Wow. So it's everything you love about the original, but then some. Then the next 5 that you get, and keep in mind, they all come individually wrapped. We've taken these apples out of the wrapping just so you could see it more clearly. This is our all-time fan favorite on QVC. It's our triple chocolate. So we dunk the apples in our classic caramel, the one that changed the whole game for caramel apples over 30 years ago for Mrs. Prindable's. And then we top it with white milk and dark chocolate chips, and for the first time ever, see those pretty pearlescent sprinkles in red and green for a festive look.
Okay. Under $50, I know you should be going, what, really, does this really happen? It really happens. That a $5 gift can be significant, thoughtful, gourmand, and really make an impression on the person who is receiving it.
Indeed.
That snap I can hear from 50 paces. Tell us what is the beginning, the middle, and the end. How do you create each apple?
It's so simple when it comes down to it. We do what you like to do when you're making your specialties and start with the best, freshest ingredients. So we use U.S. grown Granny Smith apples apples. They're shipped from specially selected orchards straight to our Mrs. Prindable's kitchen. Right before they ship to you, we create that famous caramel in small batches in copper pots daily. We roll the apples and toppings, and then what you see right there is the confectioners hand applying additional toppings to get that incredible blanket of decadent goodness.
So let me just share with you, I had the privilege of tasting the chocolate toffee, the revamped,
Yes,
and the
the
revamped
revamped.
triple chocolate,
Yes.
as in more gourmet pieces and toppings. And it's incredible. It is mouth-watering. There's an explosion of flavor. I'm just gonna take a little bit of a bite. But I want you to notice that it's almost like a 1-to-1 ratio of apple to toppings. Like there is no more room on this apple slice to have toppings.
Yeah, I love that combination. So it's ingredients and proportion. Tell me, I mean, it really just adds to it, that little bit of salt, right?
Okay. So the Granny Smith apple right off the top
Grab this apple.
is bright, vibrant, juicy. Then you have the chocolate coming in, and the toffee flavor, and then the buttery caramel, but then a little bit of the salt. And the salt with the sweet really makes your mouth flood.
Doesn't it?
Like it's so mouth-watering. And this is a large apple. I can't say this enough. I want to show you the difference between the apples, because this is a singular size. This is the individual size serving.
This is we typically bring you year-round.
And this is the size that your 10 apples will be when you tell us which ship week you want. A build to, ship to is a great idea. This is 18 to 20 slices.
Slices, serves for, and we have as much fun with our today's special value as our customers do, because we're dealing with these large quantities of boxes of apples. That means we can bring you the larger apples with the boxes and still allow you to do it affordably, because I think everybody's got a budget. We just have different budgets. And to be able to give something that's special and delicious for $5 each, that's what we're talking about.
I'm still eating.
Yeah?
I'm going to show you this caramel pot, and then I would love to remind you that it is 10 individual gifts, and we'll ask a caller to come in and talk to us.
I love it.
But tell us, the secret really for Mrs. Prindable's is the caramel.
Is the caramel. And you know what? Listen, if we could find a more efficient, easier way to do it and still not, still get that quality, we would. But we can't. It is from scratch, small batches in copper pots made daily, and we don't dunk the apples until right before they ship to you, and then blanket with the toppings, and then send them straight out so you get them super fresh. They'll stay fresh in your they'll stay fresh in your fridge up to 3 weeks. So keep that in mind when you look at the ship dates. You'll want them to stay fresh in your fridge up to 3 weeks, and then bring them out an hour or so before you plan to eat them.
I want to remind you, we've got 4 ship dates for you to choose from, starting on November 18th. We also have December 2nd. We also have December 9th and December 16th.
I want to single out December 9th. If you want these to stay fresh in the fridge through Christmas, that's the earliest ship date you want to pick.
Oh, great.
So going back to the November, that's the one if you want them in time for Thanksgiving, and then some. You get plenty of room there. The other one is if you want to get these gifts done out of the house, out of the door, that way you can focus on time with family and friends. The 9th, again, is fresh through Christmas. And then the last one is all about built to, ship to, ideally, and also if you want to use these all the way into the New Year's.
Perfect. 68,000 have already been spoken for, 7,000 in this show alone. I just wanted you to show the significance of the box that's going to arrive somewhere if you do build to, ship to.
You know what?
I have family in the Bay Area, and I often do build to, ship to of gourmand items because this is so flipping significant. They're individually wrapped. You see that they're wrapped in their own plastic.
Yeah, a little cavity for each apple, so it's really nestled in there with padding on the top, so it's really taken care of beautifully. I also love showing this box. Just the weight. So when you build to, ship to this to your family, they see this at the door, they pick it up, and already they think, they're like, what on earth?
Right, they're like, this is weightlifting, and it's free shipping and handling. Without further ado, I'd love to welcome in Margaret. We asked for a caller, so here she is.
Margaret.
Hi, Margaret. I'm Rachel. This is Lori Shore. How are you this morning?
I'm doing just fine, thank you.
Oh, wonderful. So are you picking up some Mrs. Prindable's apples for your holiday this season?
Yes, ma'am. I picked them up last night. I stayed up late so I could make sure that I didn't miss out.
Margaret, have you gotten these before?
Yes, ma'am. I started my granddaughter when she was in kindergarten, and now she's in the 5th grade. So every year she says, Nana, you going to get my apples?
Oh, that is adorable.
First of all, grandmas are the best. Grandmas with Prindables apples, it helps a little, right?
Yeah.
It helps a lot. And the gift boxes are perfect.
Oh, I love that so much. You know what? I didn't give everybody a close-up look. While you're on the phone, Margaret, I want you to come in and I'll show you what your granddaughter's going to see.
Cool.
So those friendly little faces on the top, 5 different characters, 2 of each. This is the penguin. And then as you go down, and this is kind of fun, little cutout features so your granddaughter gets a little sneak peek of the apple inside. And one thing you might want to do with your granddaughter is, you know those flameless votives, those battery-operated little votive candles?
Yes.
She could put this in there and it can be like a nightlight beside her bed or kind of at her place setting in your home.
After she eats the apple.
After, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's all right.
After she eats the apple. Anyhow, I'm just going on and on, but I picture you and your granddaughter and, well, you know, I go a little nuts.
Oh.
Well, I had to order the double shipment because she gives them to her teachers and she likes to give everyone that she comes in contact with that's involved in her school things.
And you know what, that's such a lovely thing for you to do as well, because they're so grand. You know, the apples themselves are large, and then the die-cut boxes are so pretty. They have a Mrs. Prindable's to and from. And for somebody who maybe hasn't tried Mrs. Prindable's apples, why is it that you've come back now year after year after year?
Because I have never gotten a complaint from a single one of her teachers, and my granddaughter loves them. I get the auto delivery so she can get the Easter shipment for her teachers as well.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And in terms of value, do you feel like it's worth a $5 gift, apple and box?
My gosh, absolutely.
Okay, good. I love that. Well, Margaret, you're in for a super taste sensation, and so is your granddaughter and all the recipients on your list. Can you said your teachers, can you check off some other people for us? Who else were you giving it to?
Yes, my neighbors and the mailman, my garbage people.
Oh, gosh.
Everyone that helps us out here.
Yeah.
Nice ideas.
Oh, we have them delivered 150 miles from here, and then I get a shipment here at my house.
You are awesome, Margaret.
You are why we do it, Margaret.
Yes, thank you so much for calling. And have a blessed holiday season, okay?
Thank you, and thank y'all for bringing them back year after year, because my granddaughter would be so disappointed.
We have a relationship we got to keep going for you, Margaret. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care, Margaret.
Y'all too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You know what? We've got a list of some ideas of who you might be gifting to that I'd love to show you as well. Because Margaret said neighbors, her mailman, teachers, of course. But there are other people on your list that, you know, maybe they're not so top of mind, but we want to just give you some ideas. Because they're people who really do, as Margaret said, they help us throughout the year. So it's, you know, our coworkers, our neighbors, the mail carrier, a nurse, a dog walker. I'm a mother of a dog and 2 cats. Your yoga instructor, or maybe it's your gym teacher, a bus driver, a librarian. I go to the library every week. My hairdresser, I just was at a celebration of her anniversary for her business, manicurist, pet groomer, just to name a few. But I just want to remind you of what you're getting. You're receiving 10 of the large size, and I can't even emphasize that enough, large. Okay, so here's the single. Boom, 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 boom. Here's the large. Like the single and then the large.
And the single is the one that we go to most of the time. And this is a great way to give an affordable kind of snack size gourmet treat.
Right.
This is why this is the biggest weekend of the year for Mrs. Prindable.
Big Daddy.
Because we get to go Big Daddy and not compromise the price and still get in those gift boxes. Because I'm telling you what, you're eating, they say your taste experience begins with your eyes. You get that adorable box, you take the individually wrapped apple outside of that cute box, and then the fun begins.
Can you remind us of flavors again? If you're just joining us, we're just after 10 a.m. here on the East Coast. We've got over 70,000 of these spoken for. I want you to know that each beautiful jumbo large size apple and box is $5 a gift when you're looking at a price tag of $49.99 and $8.33. This is a price of coffee on an easy pay and free shipping and handling to get 5 of the chocolate toffee. Tell us what's in that.
Okay, first of all, let me let you know, they come individually wrapped. We took them all out of the wrapping just so you could see more closely the toppings. It's a perennial favorite with our customers, and understandably, milk chocolate and Heath toffee. But for the first time, we're dunking these apples in a salted caramel, then adding those toppings for just kind of an extra level of mouth-watering goodness. That's the first 5. The other 5 that we get is our number one most popular flavor, and it's kind of obvious. Why? Because we start with our classic caramel. I love the shot you're going to get in a second because you can see some of that caramel kind of oozing through and cradling the toppings, and then all 3 kinds of chocolate chips, white milk, dark chocolate chips, and for the first time ever, those iridescent those pearlescent red and green sprinkles.
And you're getting both flavors. So you're getting both
Yeah.
of the best-selling flavors that have been made even better. That, by the way, I don't think they can get these flavors anywhere else.
For the rest of the year.
Nowhere.
Indeed. This is it.
This
right
is it
here.
at QVC, triple chocolate, the one that everybody loves. We're going to show you how to cut them, so hang tight with us. We're going to show you that as well. Lori,
Isn't this amazing?
dark chocolate. Is there dark chocolate here?
There's a dark chocolate.
Is there's like a regular milk chocolate?
There's a regular milk chocolate.
And there's there white chocolate in here?
And we love what you
Oh,
mentioned
heavens.
individually, but let me cut you a fresh one.
Yeah.
We love what they do in symphony. We love that in combination
Right.
with our caramel, in combination with those crunchy
Okay, come on.
pearlescent sprinkles, all together.